Hey everyone, it's Fred here from Hillians Bricks, and we're Thursday evening, the 5th of May, and I need to do a bit of Lego work today, so I received some minifigures from the Muppets. The one's a new series that I'm planning on sorting out, so I'll be doing that in a minute. And then I've also got a few Lego sets that my son has built on his YouTube channel, one being this one here. I need to break that down and add that as used parts, and then the same for this Minecraft set that he's also done. So not sure I'll be able to do it all tonight, but we'll get started. So I thought I'll come online in case anyone wants to join for a chat. Yeah, I'm here just doing this. So I've got my eye on the chat here on the right, so hope you're all well this Thursday evening. And yeah, I thought I might as well be online whilst I'm doing it and answer any questions people may have. I'm going to start with the minifigures. I'm going to change the camera in a second so you can see what I'm doing. And just so you see, I've got a box of the Muppets minifigures. I've actually got 3 of them, but I'm only going to do one, and then I'll start do that. So there's no Star Wars sets that I'm taking apart at the moment, so I'm just sorting stuff out for my bricklink store in case anyone's got any questions or anything, so feel free to ask me. And I'm just going to switch now. You'll still see me in the corner, but you'll see mostly the desk. So what I do, I tend to cut open these ones, identify them, and then put them in a clear bag like that, kind of rebag it, so I don't keep the bag anymore, but I'm quite specific when I sell it. I do specify that the bag has been opened and kind of rebagged. So we're gonna get started with that. So I've got a drink as well, so it's not Friday, but I felt like I needed a drink anyway, so cheers to you all. And I'll just go switch screen. So let's see what all these minifigures are about. I have a feeling these will do quite well. I know some people, they do it differently. Some people just cut it open, identify, and put them back in the bag. I tend to move everything across because then it's just a lot simpler to identify for me what they are. So I can move all the contents. I don't build them. Just rebag it in a clear bag like that. Then chuck a lot of these things. Some people I know that on my channel do also got bricklink stores say, oh well, some people care about the bag. I've sold loads of minifigures and I've not had anybody complain so far, so that's why I do it this way. I then tend to put all these single bags into one large bag like this, not with the things, but in a large freezer bag, and yeah, then I just pick them as and when I get an order for it. So if anyone's got any questions, anything Lego related or anything in general, I am here. So we're starting with this. So one of the things that my son has started doing is building some Lego sets. He reviews it from a 9-year-old's perspective, and then he gives most of the sets, not all of them, some of them he gets to keep, but most of the sets he then gives back to me, and then I part them out. And for me, that's kind of a nice way of adding used parts to my store that possibly I would not necessarily buy because they don't meet the part out value target that I'm looking for, but it's still extra lots, right? Different lots to your store always matter. So I've not actually seen the Muppets minifigures built in store, but they look quite good from what I can see so far. And I imagine there's going to be 3 of each in this box. And the plan is then to list them mainly on eBay. So yeah, I've got a big Lego bag at the back. That's my rubbish bin. There's Miss Piggy. Maybe I need to bring that closer. But yeah, I'm going to start just with the one box to add, and then, as I said, I've got 3 of these boxes. So we'll see how well they sell before I do the other 2 boxes or before I even order more. Another one of my Piggy figures. What's everyone doing this evening? How many land speeders did I get? I only got the one. And I got confirmation today that it has been shipped. So actually I got a notification as well that I'm getting a delivery tomorrow. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the land speeder or the other Star Wars order that I've made. So, but that will be shared in the vlog that comes out on Sunday. Yeah, I only got the one. I might actually build it. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan in terms of the Lego sets, but again, it might be something that I do a live stream about, or let my son do it and do a live stream. Although I feel like I want to build some Lego, but then again, it's not necessarily something that I plan on keeping, and maybe I'll part it out as well in the future. Although that'd be quite a big pain to part out a UCS set that's being built. The only sets that I don't tend to take apart that my son builds are the Speed Champions that he kept, and Technic sets. Just Technic sets are just too much of a hassle to break down, so we don't bother with those. Always got to make sure the bag's completely empty. But for these ones, look like they haven't got many small parts, so it looks like we've already got the 3 Miss Piggies here. Hopefully they have not made a mistake. And we haven't got like 5 of one and 1 of the other. I wonder how well these will do. I think when I first started doing minifigures a lot, it was one of the Marvel series, one of the first series I really started doing this. And those figures, they just flew out the door. Yeah, hopefully for you it will be out of stock. But by Christmas I have a feeling that there's rumours of another UCS set coming, the Razor Crest. Now I'm not sure how reliable that is, but there's rumour that might be coming out for Black Friday. So if that one does come out, I have a feeling that the land speeder might not be such a wise investment for Christmas, but I could be wrong. That's just my view on that. Let's have a look what's in it. So you can see I laid them out just kind of like by minifigure. Two, 4, 5, 8 so far. I might have to move the mouse a bit. Oh, I missed. How did I miss that? Let's bring the bag closer. Let's put it here. My rubbish bag. Oh, nice. That's a good return on investment. How long did you have to hold on to that one for, Dark Horse, to get that sort of money? Did you guys also check out the giveaway video that I created yesterday in terms of the prize they're giving away? Let me know what you guys think in terms of the prizes. I received my 2 Star Wars sets today instead of, well, I ordered 3. Well, I already had 1, so we got enough for the giveaway, which is good. James, it'll depend how different it is from the current one, but and how long the current one stays around for. and also the price point of the UCS one. I think there's also always going to be demand for the first one. And not everybody will be able to afford a UCS set, right? Yeah, I still think I agree with Dejo that the UCS should do well. Problem is it's a very popular set and so many people will have bought it, so everybody's going to be holding it for a while. I think it's about close to £900, I would say. It's about 1.3 dollar to pound ratio. Still, if you reinvest that $1,200, you could buy quite a few more things, right? Six Ecto ones, there you go. I still think the Ecto one that I got here in the UK, it's almost a year, the 28th of May was the best deal that I've ever had on Lego for a big set through an online one, and that was through Amazon when they had the Ecto one for, I think it was £88. That's still one of the better memories. I've got 5 Ecto ones in my storage unit. First I bought some thinking I was going to part them out, but then I was like, nah, it's too much hassle. I haven't got the space. So they're just safely in my storage unit. I've got 3 of these minifigure boxes, so I got them from a toy shop called Toy Barn House, which here in the UK, I live in Sussex. They are local, but they have an eBay store. And normally I buy the stuff from WH Smith, but they're quite expensive this time around. They were like £120 for a box, so I was like, nah, that's not really worth it. And I think Toy Barn House was just about £105, if my memory serves me right. So normally I aim to get them under £100, especially when they're new. But if it's just over £100, I don't mind, because we're still in the first week. The longer it goes on, you know, the less likely you want to be buying them for too much, because when the market gets saturated, and they will get saturated, prices will, well, you're not going to be able to sell them as easily. Yeah, the thing, the Titanic will always be a popular one, right? I haven't got that one, it's just, it was difficult to get, really. But I can't see that retiring for a few more years. There's also a place that I know some people have ordered them from. I think is it Minifigure Madness or something, or it's some, I can't remember. There's some minifigures shop. I think they're based in the Netherlands, but they ship to the EU, to the UK, and I think it was like 2 boxes for about €240, and it worked out just about a similar price. You could pre-order them. I didn't order them because it said delivery by the 14th of May at the latest, so I think that's kind of like them protecting themselves, but I didn't want to wait that long in case it does take that long to get delivered. And I know Toy Barn House, I've ordered from them many times before, not just minifigures, other stuff, and yeah, it arrived today, and I ordered it on the 1st or the 2nd, I think. Plus we had a bank holiday here as well, right? So yeah, 2 days, 3 days. Have I got one of these already? Don't think so. Full time. So no, it wasn't. I did it online. Roblox craziness. So yes, Toy Barn House is a chain of local stores here in Sussex. No, I just went to their eBay store and didn't go in store to get it, because in store I don't think they sell you the box. They only sell it on their online. In store you'll have to buy them individually at the price they sell them at, which you don't want to do. I said normally I like to buy them from WH Smith when there's a discount code and cashback, but it was £120, and even with cashback and all that, it wasn't getting close. Incidentally, you can also get cashback for eBay. And Toy Barn House do have a website as well, direct, where they sell Lego. But the price was similar, so I thought I went through eBay, because at least there I got like, I think it was like 1 or 2% cash. Now I know it's not much, but it all adds up, right? So if you've been watching my Lego deals, people know that I'm a fan of cashback sites. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, okay, 12. We've got them all now, so CMFs arrive tomorrow. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this tonight, because I know a lot of people will be getting them in the next few days, and I want to list them as soon as possible. How many boxes did you buy, Leon? The Swedish chef. Oh, that sounds encouraging, Dark Horse. I guess whereabouts in the US are you based? I know in the US you've all got big houses and big basements. Here in the UK, most of us are not that fortunate. But we'll see how. I've started reselling sets now, and this Christmas coming will be the first one really where I've got retired sets to sell. So we shall see. I still got a full-time job, and I foresee that to happen for quite a few more years, unfortunately. Unless my YouTube channel takes off, then maybe we could do it. But yeah, I'd love to make this full-time because it's a lot less stressful. But yeah, space is an issue. Massachusetts. Big basement, there you go. The only downside, I guess, in the US is you guys are usually happy when you get 20% discount. Where here in the UK, we're fairly fortunate. We get loads of discounted deals. In the last 2 days, I've started getting on brickowl a few orders from the US. I think people are starting to realize that shipping from the UK to the US is not that actually expensive for small parcels, like large letters or something. I had some orders just for some bricks. I mean, it's only like £4 or £5 to ship a large letter to the US. It's about $6. I'm pretty sure in the US the domestic shipping charge is probably about the same, if not more. Oh, that's nice, 40% off. I had a few, I posted a few deals on my Discord yesterday for the US. They had a few sets that were discounted nicely. The ATST was like $28. I know that one's overbought as well, and it'll take a while to do so, but if you've got bricklink store, for the parts alone, that should be worth it. I saw a few other sets that were like 40% off or more. We're getting close to the end of the minifigures. I've got a feeling these will do well. Oh, did you use a discount code Leon to get that at $107.99? Because when I looked, it was like $119.99, and I don't have a student discount, which I assume you do, because they get 10% off. Yeah, Series 22. I parted out. I opened the one box. I still got the other boxes unopened. So Series 22 was pretty much a disaster, I would say. But then Marvel was just amazing. I think I sold like 10 or 12 boxes of Marvel figures. Well, I'll just keep Series 22. You know, over time they might sell if people want them, or eventually you can part them out if needed. Take the minifigure parts and sell all the parts individually. Bit of a pain to do so, but hey. Right. Yeah, my boys don't have email accounts at school. They're still at primary school. Actually, I'm not sure. Well, I don't think they do have, because they don't have access to it anyway. So maybe in 2 years' time, when my son goes to secondary school, my oldest one, maybe he'll get one then. Yeah, normally I buy them from W.A. Smith. Lovebirds. And these ones. There you go, put that one. Got a box. Not done anything with it yet. They part out really well as well, those Lovebirds, but it was the only one that I bought in a Lego store once, just to say, oh, this looks good, buy it, didn't do anything with it. I think maybe next Valentine's Day I'll sell it. Potter flying lesson set. I think they've got loads in the UK now. All the stores are full of them. At least from what I've seen when I've gone to my Lego store, and I will be going tomorrow, I think. I'll keep an eye out for that, but they definitely have them here. They were hard to get, but now I think production's caught up. So we got two more. Kermit. Yeah, I've got quite a few Book of Monsters that I'm looking forward to sell at some point. We were very fortunate when some of the stores here in the UK, they started selling the Book of Monsters for £18 a few months ago, and my Brighton Lego store had a few of them, so I think I got about 7 or 8 from them in the end. So I look forward to that, but I'm holding off now. I'll wait till Christmas to sell those. This is the last minifigure bag, so the box is empty. So. Interestingly, this box, and you'll see if you watch the vlog, did not come with like a normal lid that you kind of peel open. It was open like this, and it had like a cardboard box fitted on it, so when I lifted it, half of the packages came out. So I don't know why they did that, so, but they did. Alright, the final thing of minifigures. So it should be this one here. Is that Gonzo? It looks like it is. Make sure that all the parts are in there. Yep. See that. So what I do now is I will not list them yet. I'll do that after the stream, because otherwise you'll just be bored seeing me type away, because that's not something I want to be doing now. But I use these freezer bags, or like fridge bags from Tesco. Yeah, freezer they're called. And I just put them in here. Then when I get an order, I just pick them from there. So. And I know that 36 of them should easily fit in here. I also use these bags now for my used sets, and the beauty of this is when I do used sets, part out, which I'll show you in a minute, which I'll be doing, I can kind of see which sets are doing quite well, because I don't consolidate the lots for used sets, otherwise it just takes too much effort to find all the other stuff to part out. But I can kind of see what set parts sell well from a certain set, so you kind of know then what sets could be good to part out, even though they might not hit the 3:1 ratio. They kind of sell all the parts of it. So that's my bag of Muppet minifigures. I'll leave that there for now. Oh, that's not good if you get individual ones. Yeah, it's 3 of each. So there's 36. So I'm just gonna have a sip, and then I think I might start with taking apart this set here. Now I've also got this set still to part out, but it's not inventorized yet on Bricklink, so I won't be doing that. There's no point starting to add stuff manually. Let's have a quick look. Phone for a second. Alright, now I do need the computer, because I think this is set 31126. This piece here, actually from the stand, this bottom piece here, is quite valuable. So we got 31126 supersonic jet. We've only got one. This is used. Import. Let's make sure we consolidate items, because I don't want to be. So there's 94 of them. 94 lots. Might have a bit less because my son didn't give me the extra parts this time. So let's see. Let's. No one saw the black dish yet. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because they're quite overpriced, right? I think the prices will have to come down, because yeah, crazy price. I'm not looking to make a massive profit on these, so I just want to recoup as much money as I can from them. Just gives my son a chance to build as much Lego as he can, and it gives me the extra bricks that I'd like to have in my store. So it does have some Technic elements in here. Interesting. So let's have a look. What's the value of this part on Bricklink for 3961 in black? So I'm just gonna have a look. It's Bricklink. Because it seems crazy. $3961. Yeah. Well, yeah. Used this. They have sold some used ones. But yeah, it seems like crazy prices as well. Yeah, I'm not going to be charging that much. So, the one thing as well, I need to get another one of these bags, as I said. And I'll be doing it one for each bag, so this whole set is going to fit in there. I know it takes a bit longer to find a part then. And if I got small parts, I tend to put them in a smaller bag if it's like really tiny bits, like one of these bags. But this is going to be, call it used set 13. I know I've already done 12. Yeah. The only thing that worries me, Dark Horse, is that we've got a massive recession ahead, right? That's coming. So demand could slow down quite considerably. But time will tell. So I'm just going to start taking apart a bit of the bits of the set, and then we'll start adding them. I must say I was quite impressed with how the set was built. I think they've really stepped it up for all the 3-in-1 sets. Before, the 3-in-1 sets were not that great, I would say, but they definitely stepped it up. All the wings. Looks like this one might be quite a quick one to take apart. Now, my son also built what's it called, the Chinese New Year Ice Festival set. That didn't fit in one bag. I had to use 2 bags, and even then, it still takes me quite a while to pick parts in there because there's so many parts in a bag. So I prefer the smaller sets. I'm going to take parts away, and then I'll just start adding it. Oh, I'm pretty sure, Mozzie Revo, that lots of people will drop out simply because they will need the cash. So if you have a job and you got cash flow, be good. The one thing I would say is, like, people should make sure that they don't get into debt, or if they have debt, to try and focus on paying that off. Because I think interest rates are moving up. I must say I'm a bit more selective now as well in terms of my Lego purchases. You will have noticed from my vlogs that I haven't been buying as much. A is because there haven't been amazing deals, but B also I'm running out of space to where to put it, and kind of the back of my mind saying, let's try and sell first what I've got. You will see in the vlog that I did actually have a sale on Amazon this week, which was good. Just kind of started that up, so that's an encouraging sign. But I just can't wait for a lot more sets to retire or reach the value that I want to achieve, so I can then start to shift a lot of sets. Yeah, I get that, Leon, but I only don't consolidate used, right? So, um, and used accounts maybe for like 5% of my inventory, if that. So, this is the only thing that I don't consolidate. Obviously, the new stuff I always consolidate. Thing is, if I did consolidate every time you use, I would have to find a bag or wherever the used stuff is for this and then add it in. My time is worth more than that. Because now it all goes in the bag, and for me, because I tend to do more of the newer sets now, because I buy newer sets for my son and he's got a backlog of stuff to build. But this set, let's say, if this set sells really well, like if I can see lots of the parts sell well, then I would know, okay, this set is doing quite well. Maybe I need to buy some of the new ones and start parting those out. So that kind of gives me that insight as well, which sets are doing well for parts and which ones are not. Oh, well, this is kind of getting annoying, the little parts. Yeah, Dark Horse, I tend to use PayPal credit offers. Usually here we get 0%, I get 0% and pay over 4 months. I've got 4 months to pay it. That's what I do, no fee whatsoever. So if you can repay all that, it costs you nothing, and you get basically 120-day payment terms, which is good for cash flow. So I use that a lot, I must say. And as long as you pay it off every 4 months, well, then yeah, you have no issue. Yeah, so you could buy on credit cards and you can get, yeah, you get 12 months, you know, balance transfers they call it. You don't need to pay 0%, but I think, yeah, it's about 3%, or sometimes it's a bit lower. But I think now with the interest rates going up, credit is going to get more expensive. So I expect to see less and less of those deals. Yeah, I find the PayPal stuff really useful. I bought the minifigures I did earlier. I use it with PayPal as well. Chances are is that I'll sell most of the minifigures and have the money in my bank account before I even have to pay for the set. So that's what happened when I did it with the Marvel ones. Unfortunately, I did the same with Series 22 minifigures, and they haven't sold, so still have to pay it, right? Which I did. But stuff that essentially I buy now, payments due by September, which is good. Thing is, I buy all the time, so I have payments due every month. But if you manage it right, you can take full advantage of that. And the good thing is the Lego website accepts PayPal as well. Well, that's good. I hate it when they have these little... I've got a little fly here, what's going on? This is the most annoying bit, when you have a round 1x1 plate in a square 1x1. These are difficult to get out, but not impossible. But I got 2 of them. There you go. and the next one. Okay, I've got some technique. Now, are the wheels separate or the tires separate? It looks like it. Yeah, I'm going to take the tires off. Technic pins. Pain. Never used to use a brick separator, but now I find out how useful they are. Hi, family bricks. Okay. Nearly taken this set apart. So yeah, the set that so far has done quite well in the parts of selling. It has been the Ice Festival that I mentioned. Those parts have sold quite well. Still got tons, but yeah, even sold a minifigure the other day of it. So, and the one thing as well is like the minifigures. Even though my son doesn't play, he just builds them. I sell them as used, even though they're not played with. They're practically new, right? So I'm starting to have people now who notice that, you know, the quality of the minifigures that we sell, even if I qualify them as used. Essentially they're new. They're just being built once. I'm getting quite hot in here. The therapy session is just you doing Lego therapy. It's either whether I'm going to be parting out Lego, maybe even build Lego in some events. Yeah, it's just me literally actually doing something with Lego rather than just talking about investing. And like we've done the medieval castle. Yeah, I'd like to think that over time I get to build more Lego. But it's an opportunity for a live chat as well. People can ask questions whilst I'm here. Said sometimes building Lego, sometimes parting out Lego. But yeah, thought whilst I'm doing this, I might as well be online because I'm in the same room as I'm doing my live streams. Oh, and here's also my other therapeutic session. Is a drink. But it looks like we've pretty much finished taking this set apart, which means I will start to go through the parts and add them. Now, even at used, it's going to be about 30 quid worth of parts, which is not bad, although this part here accounts for 12 pounds of it. So I am going to need a little bag because I've put the little parts in there, because otherwise when I have to start searching for parts in this bag, I don't want to be starting to search for all the little ones. I just take the little bag out and find them easier that way. Oh, bricklink, yeah, it's very, very, very slow at the moment. Let me have a look. Bricklink is coming virtual to a standstill. But then you get the occasional order like, okay. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 6 orders since for this month only, which is not a lot. If we look at shipping included, 20, 25, 35, maybe 50 quid's worth so far. That's very, very low. Parting out 3 daily bugle part out. That bit of a nightmare. It's a huge set. I've got daily bugles as well, but I'm definitely going to build one at some point because I've kept one for myself. So yeah, let's just go through this. I'm just going to go through the bricks as I find them. So I'm just going to, because I don't have the extra parts, so this is use set 13. Put that in the remarks, copy it, because I'm going to use it a lot. Oh, that's this part. So yeah, I think loads of people like my Lego investment rating videos. I've started doing that this week. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of those in the next few weeks, just to at least get a top 10, and then I will do probably one every other day at least. But the aim is over time to catch up and start doing the new sets as and when they come out. But that should bring a lot of content. Yeah, keep putting your suggestions in. The only thing is with the suggestions, when it's older, the good said the average is going to be quite high, because if people are not going to ask for Lego Friends and the Lego City, it'll be interesting to see how that works out from an average perspective then. Well, thank you, Stephen. It's always nice when I see some names of people who order from our bricklink store as well pop up on YouTube, and I even have people who have ordered from our bricklink store. I tend to give them a card to tell them that they can find me on YouTube as well. So I think people come that way as well, and I send them a message as well usually. Yeah, its bricklink is very slow, but I found this last year as well. Very slow now, I would say. Pretty much up until August. And then the madness starts. September usually is busy. 2 of these. 3 tires. I might put the tires in a little bag here with the little parts. Yeah, it should be fairly easy to find the parts for this set in this bag when I get an order, because there's not going to be, it's not a big set. So we've got 4 of these pins, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the pins in here. Two of the dark blue slopes. One here. Where's the other one? Here we go. So I've got 94 lots to go through. One, two. Where's the other shoe? So I use Brick Store. What sells well, you know, 1x4 tiles usually sells well. 1x2 tiles. It all depends on your price, right, and the supply and demand. Over time you see more of like a trend of colors that sell better than others. You know, 2x2 tiles, they sell okay. Alright, this is probably where I haven't got all of them, because my son did not give me the extra parts. So I'm going to adjust the quantity to 2 and put that in there. One of them, one of them. Easy. Where's the 2x4? Might be a 2x4. Oh, here it is. Staring straight at it. Thanks, Dark Horse. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully you'll sell more Lego sets over there in the US. Got 2 of these. One, 2. Dark blue is not a quick seller. I don't part that many Technic sets. I have done some, and yeah, some of the beams and stuff they do sell because there's not actually many Technic people, like people that sell Technic stuff. So whenever I have some Technic, it does sell. But you're working with a small audience, right? So, but there's definitely people that buy Technic. But usually the issue is with Technic is you're not going to find the sets that are 3-to-1 ratio that you're necessarily looking for. So I've got these. It all depends on the set, family bricks. Depends on how quickly people enter them, I'd say. If it's a popular set like all the Star Wars ones, they get into pretty quick. Told earlier, I got this Brickhead set here, Buzz Lightyear. It's still not added, it's been out for a few months, so, and it doesn't even say like it's pending for inventory. It's like nobody's bothering with it. That's the thing. I must say this is quite a quick way of adding parts using Brickstore, and the fact that I don't have to consolidate saves me an immense amount of time. So again, these slopes, I don't think I will have all of them because that's usually one that has an extra part. Yeah, 4. Go in there. Yeah, people who like to build like big stuff, sometimes the inner structures need Technic as well, right? So tile 1x6, got 2 of those, yeah. The one thing you'll always end up with is loads of Technic pins. Alright, now we're going to the dark bluish grey. Got 1 of them. 2x3, 2 of them. Is most of your stuff in the plastic trays? You can see, yeah, so most of the stuff is in the plastic trays, but not all of it. I've got obviously Rayco units here. I'm not sure if I should change the camera, but maybe let's do that anyway. Let me just see, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is obviously delayed, so we got loads of them around here. And these are the 60 ones, as you can see, these units, so I'll show you maybe over there. And then underneath I've got a smaller one. And then I've got some on my right under there, there's some more Rayco units. And yeah, then the trays that we have over here, there are, how many are there? I think this basically, this shelf here has around 2,000 lots in there. And that's all the new stuff. The used stuff is either in the big drawer at the back, or now I've also got a box where I put these bags in. So that's pretty much where it's all split. Well, yeah, I'm hoping to make money, so it is profitable, but it's not a full-time job. Yeah, I have a full-time job. This is a hobby, and but it's kind of a mix, right? It's a hobby, but if you want to take this serious, you've got to treat this as a full-time thing. This is not like an easy thing to do in terms of time. You need to put your time. At the moment, it's not too hard because you don't get many orders. Um, but we can get lots of orders. It can get quite busy. And it's all about the service, right? It's also dealing with issues, because I tell you there will be issues, and not even on of your own faults, and you just got to deal with it. 2x10 plate. But the reason why I'm doing these used sets here now is just, for me, it's mainly about adding variety to the store. Because I would never buy this Minecraft set that I'm going to be doing next as an item to add to my bricklink store. But my son, you know, is doing his YouTube reviews now, so he gets to do that and I get to add Lego, so it's like a win-win. And hopefully over time I'll make my money back on those sets, and maybe one day his channel will grow to get monetized. He's only 9, soon 10. Actually, let's put that in a little one. It's more than 330,000 parts. I think it's about 370,000 parts. If I had the space, I would grow it, but I don't. If I parted out my backlog of everything that I do, I'd be way over 500,000 bricks. Just to have a huge backlog, because I need some of the drawers to empty before I part out the next lot. So that's what it's kind of always rotating for the next stuff. Alright, move on to light bluish grey. So yeah, this will only add 200 and something items, so not many. But again, I think it'd be a big difference in terms of lots that I didn't have, which then increases the sales of all the other stuff that you do have in store. Plus, the more different people order from you, and they see you sell good quality bricks, even though I classify this as used, you can see these, you know, these have only been used once by my son to build, and then nothing's been done with it, just taken apart. These could easily classify as new, but we don't. Yeah, I don't think retirement is something that is for me. I'll always like to keep busy. For me, retirement would be just doing this full time. That'd be retirement. But then I would actually probably build more Lego, have like a Lego city and stuff like that. Go back to being a child. These hinge ones. Yeah, so initially it won't be the quickest to find a part, but there's not too many parts in here, should be okay. When I first started off, I had all the parts. I didn't even have Reiko drawers. I was in my living room just working out of boxes and with poly bags that I literally had the items in. Did that for the first 7 months until we had this room sorted, and then I kind of got all the drawers. But yeah, I didn't even have this proper setup when I started. So, and I think I was running out of my living room with 100,000 parts at the time, driving my missus absolutely crazy. It was a bit nuts, I must say. But it took me forever to pick. This is so much better now from a picking perspective with the drawers. I always knew I wanted it set up like this, but sometimes you can't get there right from day one. There's no pricing for these ones. Not to look at bricklink. Should be another one. There it is. Let's have a look. 22385. 22385 in orange. Oh, nice and turkey, yeah? 75p new. Oh, let's just be realistic and just go for 50p. Just want to get rid of it. I might actually generate sale then, because orange is not a colour that sells very well. It's got this little fly here flying around which is absolutely annoying me. I'm very analytical. I'm a procurement manager, so I deal with a lot of suppliers and numbers. So kind of in my job I look for always a good deal, right? So kind of natural for me to look at deals. Not Lego, unfortunately, but I'm very analytical. I used to do lots of analysis before procurement. I was a business analyst, so I like data. Whereabouts in Turkey are you? Imagine you might be seeing quite a few Russians in Turkey at the moment. I think a lot of them have fled over there. I used to have in my previous company, my manager was from Turkey. Yeah, my hope is one day I'll get to move to a bigger space for this and expand, or have to wait for about 10 years for the kids to move out and take over their rooms, but I think my missus would have a say in that. Right, last piece of orange. I've got 4 red pins. That's right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're moving through this. 1 round, yeah. You can go in there as well. 2 tan. So the reason why I have a little bag as well is just to make sure that I find the parts easier for smaller parts. Antalya, oh, nice. 1,500 orders. Wow, how big is your store? Or how cheap are you selling your stuff? No, I've not bought any of these drawers for a long time now. I've still got 2 of them in my storage unit that I don't have space for. 5, 6 of these. Two of them, trans clear. You thought you were Russian. Not been to Turkey. Must say, not really on my radar either. I grew up in Spain, so for me, if I want the sun, I go to Spain where I grew up. And I've still got lots of friends there. 4, 5. On to the final color, white. Should be 1 more of these. Where are you? There you are. 6. $69K, that's good. There's another one of these. Is there? Yeah, it should be another one. There we go, looking straight at it, as always. Yeah, when I look at orders across all my platforms, the most I've had is probably just about 200. If I get about 2-3 a day, it's okay. But there's days I don't get anything at the moment. But then in the peak you get loads. But I do think I'm not the cheapest either. That's probably my downfall. But I think we've only been around for 2 years as well, right? So I think once more sets retire and parts become more difficult to get, you should expect to see a thing increase in sales. And also I've got quite a few things of pick-a-brick walls. We need those things to disappear on the walls. And lots of people will have lots of stock of that as well. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that buys from the pick-a-brick wall to sell it on. So those are the sort of things that do have an impact. Hold on a minute. 5. Some parts missing there. I'll come back to that one. 12 of these. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15p a piece. That's nice value. Put them in there. They should sell. One of those. Next part out value. That's I'm probably going to work on that on the weekend. The thing is, there's lots of new sets that have been released. I need to add them all manually, and then I need to run it all. So it's a job for the weekend, I'm afraid. I first also wanted to clear my desk a bit here. That's why I'm doing this tonight. Although I do the other stuff, the analysis for the patrons on my desktop in the living room. But yeah, I want to make sure that we've got all the new sets captured as well. But if people see any sets missing, by all means flag it. And then we're just got to start getting the data, which does take some time. But it's always useful to help identify which new sets are the ones to look out for. 2 of them. Yeah, it looks like we don't have. We've only got 5 of these. We should have 7. Well, we'll just update the volume to 5 because we've got plenty of these new anyway. And you go there. 4 more bits if that's right. 1 of these, that's correct. We've only got 2 cheese slopes. But in you go as well. Update the quantity. This is a nice, easy set to break apart and add. And 2 of them. So yeah, this works out about £31 used. And you can actually buy this set from Amazon Germany for about £13. So this set parts out really well, mainly because of that one piece. So do bear in mind that piece is not selling at the moment. But yeah, that's how everything fits in through the bag. But when I get an order which I use set 13, I'm gonna just pick from that. For me, that's a way of saving space for used parts and increasing lot count quite considerably. And then when most of the parts sell, I can reuse this bag and add another set to it. So that's the theory behind it. So meanwhile, I can keep an eye on how well the parts sell for this set. I'm going to put that there for now and put it in a box afterwards. Just got to make sure I upload it. As I said, I don't consolidate this one, so this is going to be export, mass upload, no consolidation whatsoever. Verify the file, and there we go. 94 lots added. Let's have a look how many parts I've got now. I've got 372,495 across 7,834 lots. So I've got around 2,700 used lots. When I started doing this way of adding used stuff, I had about 900 lots of stuff that in terms of used lots. Now you can see this is easy. I've increased about 1,800 lots on used already by doing it this way. So we've uploaded that one. You might as well save it. Now what's the Rabbit Ranch set number? This little fly is still flying around. Thing is with part out there, William, it does take a lot of more work if you're not doing it already. Now I started as a bricklink store and started doing the investing side as an extra thing because I do think that's the way of making money. I don't think bricklink is the way of a retirement plan unless you have a massive scale, at least not in the UK. Right, let me just find out the set number for Rabbit. I think it's 21181 or something like that. So random guess. And what a guess it is. 21181 it is. Oh, I'm pleased with that. This is not going to be good from a value perspective, but then used. Yeah, add the extra parts because I think the extra parts are here. Import. Let's consolidate items. It's 140 lots on this one. I'm gonna need a new bag. These Tesco bags are very useful. And you know, for my Patreon members, I also go buy pick-a-brick cups and ship them. If you buy the small version of these bags, a pick-a-brick cup pretty much fits into a small version of these Tesco bags. So very handy as well if you ship stuff like that. So I haven't got any more small bags. They didn't have any more of them in Tesco either when I went earlier this week. So I want to buy some more. Alright. Let's start taking this apart. I do like the way these flowers look. It's a very smart build. Yeah. My son didn't want to give up his Speed Champion set, so would have loved to have added them, but I thought, oh well, you can have some of them. Swords to the minifigures. We will sell these as used, but as you can see, they're as good as any condition. So we will put those in a little bag. So where are they? That's down there, I think. Yes. Let me just do that straight away. 1, 2. Put the minifigure in there, and that will also go in the bag of my used set. So I do have an area where I keep all my new minifigures, but the used ones I just put in the bag as well, so I can kind of see what sells as well from which set. Two minifigures. Let's start breaking it apart. Yeah, I know that the part out value for this used is not going to be great, but hey, they are all quite fairly basic bricks as well, which might be reasonable demands from a sales perspective. And it's, again, as I said, it's about adding stock. This little fly is really annoying me. Just keeps suddenly appearing right in front of me. take it off like that. These brick built animal stuff is pretty cute. Just one part. Looks like it. We've all gone quiet now that I'm doing Minecraft. So my son's got quite a few big sets that he still has to build as well. He's got to build a bat cave, that's one. He's got to do the other Chinese New Year's. He's also got Ninjago Dojo Temple. If I have to part that out, that's going to be a big set, and that's not going to fit in one bag. That's definitely a 2-bag job, maybe even 3. That should add lots of stuff. Come on. I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow. Come on, give me. There we go. That's what I needed. I'm taking the boys to the Lego store tomorrow. I'm sure they're gonna want some stuff. $42120. Which one is 42120? £10. Is that the Technic Hovercraft? Yeah, I've got about 6 up there. I bought them as well. They even had in my local Tesco. Yeah, usually local stores don't have them, you're right, but they did. Initially I bought 3 at £12.50, and then I got a few more when I saw them they were at £10. I was like, well, it would seem rude just to leave them there at that price. I already bought some before from an investment perspective, so I think they'll do okay over time. You won't lose your money if you buy them at that cheap. I haven't bought any of them out because I'm not really sure where I'd put it. Only wanted one, yeah. What's this? It's another one of those random pieces. I saw someone on my Amazon made a big purchase today that's going to go towards the affiliate funds, and bought 25 of the new tall neck set. Now it's out of stock again, but yeah, 25 tall necks. That should give good funds towards the giveaway. So thank you to whoever did that. Someone clearly believes a lot in that set. No, we got more of these round pieces in. Like the nail busters. That's one loose. I don't tend to pot out 20 of set stuff. I just find, for me, the optimal is 3. So I just don't want to tie too much cash in there in all the sets. So I used to start with 5, but I find now 3 is just as well. Very intriguing build, this, the way it's all kind of overlapping. Night them all. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I think that the tall neck actually will be really good from a part out perspective, because look at the price per piece ratio and the minifigure. Thing is, how long will it stay around, right? So that's a big unknown, because there's nothing like it out there. It's like the first one of its kind. I saw one the other day in a store near where I work. Well, yesterday, didn't buy it. They had one, but I was like, nah. Come on. My son has put them together quite well. Normally he's not that great, but he's definitely pushed everything down hard. He's improving his building skills. Oh. Stupid flies here again. Tomorrow should do Friday Lego deals. Be interesting to see what's around. Seeing lots of people have bought Lego already this week, especially Star Wars stuff. I didn't go too crazy. Lots of fiddly parts on this set. Thing is, the most people you watch probably on YouTube building Lego, I'm probably one of the few that actually takes Lego apart. Yes, come and watch me destroy Lego. Oh, sometimes you have to be a bit different, right? And the carrots. They had, what's it called? Overwatch, wasn't it? I bought an Overwatch set in Sainsbury's. Not even really sure what it was, but I bought it really to look at. Oh, I had it and it flew off. Ah! I had the Overwatch set. I think it was Reinhardt and is it DVA? I don't even know. I'm not familiar with the game. But I saw it in Sainsbury's at half price and looked at it from a part out perspective. I'm like, oh, this looks good. This was before I started really into the Lego investing, so I was like, oh yeah, let's buy. They had two of them clearance at £17.50. It was half price. So like, yeah, I'll take those. Thank you very much, because the part out was like £45 or something like that, or even more. So I was like, yeah, it was my 3-to-1 that I needed. I think it was about £60 even. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to part this out. But then out of curiosity, something got me. It's like, oh, let's have a look how much these are actually selling for, the set. And then when I looked, I nearly fell off my chair on eBay. They were going for like £70. I was like, well, I don't really want to part this out. Why would I part it out if I can sell the entire set for more than what the part out value is? And that's kind of where I started thinking, maybe I need to look a bit more into the investing side, because it's quite easy. So I listed them on eBay. I had two of them at £75, I think it was, and they sold within a week. So I was like, well, this is good. A lot easier than parting them out. So I started like, maybe I need to start thinking about buying Lego sets to sell as well, and not just part out. So it's kind of where I started with an Overwatch set. think I now got about 500 sets in my storage unit. Who knows, if really starts taking off and things selling more sets and it works out, maybe I need to get a second storage unit. Who knows? But that's a long way away. Unless suddenly Christmas goes crazy. Yeah, I've seen those sets, Family Bricks. It's the Nexo Knights they've got in there. They've got a few. Yeah, it's basically the rubbishy ones. I've seen those sets. They've been there for months, even a year, I'd say, since I've been there, and they don't shift. You would think, well, why don't they suddenly discount them and people would just buy them to get rid of them? But no. Yeah, they've had those ones there for a long time. I know which ones you mean. I've spotted them, and I left them. And they got, I think they had a rubbishy Overwatch as well. So, oh, I just lost a piece. Where did it go? It was around one by one, so we may not find that one. And I'm not particularly bothered by it either. Yes, I know which piece it was. No, oh, there it is. Found it. We'll add it. So all these extra pieces that my son just left loose on here. Yeah, Blue Water, sometimes you get some good stuff in there in the John Lewis. Like I bought the Medieval Blacksmith in there a few weeks ago. For £104.99. Right, we've almost taken the set apart. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Going to be a big wave of new sets coming out for the summer soon. I'm sure you guys have all seen the announcement of all the stuff that's coming. I already know my son's going to want the Lego City trains. I told him he's going to have to wait till they're on discount. Right, that's that taken apart. Oh. Move this a bit. Whoop. For goodness sake, Fred, what am I doing? Spilling Lego around. Right. Let's rock and roll. Let's add the pricing in first. think this is just going to be getting the money back, because used parts for this, they're not going to be worth a lot. Let's go comment on the minifigures. Practically new, only built once for YouTube review. There we go. Put that on the both minifigures. And now it's used set 14. Time is at 11:15. Ah, maybe we'll finish in half an hour or so. Right. Let's start with the black pieces. I sort my stuff by colour on Bricks store, and then we'll just go from there. There we go. And again, I need a small bag for the small pieces. Yeah, yes, it's the traffic can be a nightmare around Blue Water. Sometimes even the traffic jams from the tunnel spill over from the M25, can go all that way. I've got 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them. So yeah, they got that big roundabout where they're doing all those works to drive out. Where's the other one? I've put the minifigures in already, so I know I've done them. There you are. Ba, ba, ba. I'm wondering if we're going to see in May and June similar kind of deals that we had last year, because I remember end of May, June was probably one of the best periods for Lego deals. So, 4 of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The extra part should be here because my son put them down. So, there it is, 4. So yeah, we've got the extra part. Good. And that's going to be in a little. Two. And as I go through them, it should get easier because there's less parts to find. 1, 2. Oh yeah, I think if recession hit, then problem is if recession hits, we might not sell them as quick either, right? So it goes both ways. Depends on how much inventory you want to hold. One. Yep. I've got another one of those. Yeah, that's the next one. And 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 when that deal came around. Even though I already had 2. sometimes you feel you just see the deal, you just have to buy it. Like, I had no interest in buying the UCS Millennium Falcon, you know, and then one day on Hamleys it appeared for £486 plus cashback. I was like, yeah, I might just have to pull the trigger, and I did. Just got the one though. It's in my storage unit in a massive box. No idea what I'm going to do with it. It's 5 of those. That's blue done. So we're whizzing through this now. Right, bright green. I need carrot tops. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That was quick. Bum, bum, bum. I feel like I'm being quite productive this evening and doing all this stuff that I've been putting off and has been taking space in my room. Because now it's actually going to be added in. It's just money that's sat there, right? So I might as well try and get some backup. 1, 2, there should be another one. There you are, upside down. Divorce set. Yeah, I must say it's in the storage unit, and yeah, my missus is used to it by now. So she's accepted it, and she's actually the one that now watches Lego Masters more than I do. So she's embraced it. She just doesn't like the amount of space it takes and the dusting. Right, 6 of the pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two of these towels. 1, 2. Thank you to my son Emil for bringing the extra pieces, because they're all here as far as I can see. Dark bluish grey. Yeah, that's a piece that usually sells well, the 11211. Got a sword. I might put that with the small parts. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Two bricks. 1, 2. Thanks for joining Family Bricks. Have a good evening. One, 2. Yeah, I think we've probably got about 20 minutes left to go at the pace that I'm going at the moment. I'll put that one in there. Six of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One dark brown. It gets easier to find the parts now. Saying that, now I need to find a 1x1 plate in dark tan, which is almost the same color as the desk. I've got one here, and the other one there. Well, that didn't take too long. This little rabbit head or whatever it is. One of them. And then a pin flat silver, and then they move on to green. Yeah, they've changed it, but they still kept that mark of 30% off or whatever, 33% off, even though they put the full price up. One, two, three. I've got to get 5 of these petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that was good. 2, 1, 2. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to add about 360 parts to the store. 1, 2, 3. Four by 8, 4 of them. Let's put on the table. One. So yeah, now that I'm clearing my backlog of this, my son will be able to build more Lego again. So kind of have to go in tandem. Him building Lego, me parting it out. 2 of those. Okay, light bluish grey. Got 1 here. The other one got to be nearby as well. There it is, I think. Yep. Two by 6. This is 2 by 8. This joint with the toe bowl is a little part in there. 1, 2. 3, 7 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7. I like it once you get a bit of a momentum and you can just go whiz through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where's the 7th? There you are. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love it. Oh, this could take a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's that long at all. So yeah, I'm not sure what set my son's got to build next. I have a feeling he might do the Bat Cave. 8,000 lots, that's good. Four of those pins. 1, 2. Where are the other 2? Maybe my son didn't share all the parts, the extra bits, or they rolled somewhere. Oh, here's a third one. Maybe my eyesight is starting to go. I'm gonna leave it. Maybe there's another one somewhere. Got one of those. And one of them. Now I've got 4 of these medium lavender. And 1 medium nougat. Them. Lots of different parts there. One, two, need a third one. And there it is. One of them. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like we're about halfway. How many of these? 2. 1, 2. This bag is going to be a bit more difficult to find things, but it makes itself easier over time. One, two. There. Got one here. We'll find another one by one. There it is. And 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Hi Jody. Yeah, we're all good. Just sorting out. So we did the minifigures, the Muppet ones first. Then we did the 3-in-1 supersonic jet, whatever it's called, or super jet. Break that apart. And now we just broke apart the Minecraft Rabbit Ranch set, and we're just adding it. So these are sets that my son built for his YouTube channel. So yeah, if people want to know what kind of parts are going to be coming up on my store from a used perspective, you can see what he's building. I actually haven't uploaded a video of this Rabbit Ranch yet. I need to do that. So that's probably something I'll maybe do tomorrow on the weekend. One of them. We're on to red, so we're getting closer to the end here, because I'm going by alphabetical order from the colors. Next is reddish brown. Yeah, I don't see more of these light bluish grey pins, so I'm just going to update the quantity to 3. And put that in there. Get back. A 2x3 tile. That's one of them. Four. 1, 2. Oh, I heard something drop. And another one of these little. 4. There's definitely light at the end of the tunnel now. One, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have some Lego sets that I want to build at some point. Actually, I've got quite a big backlog of stuff. The problem is, where do I put it? I've got the under my desk here. I've got the Home Alone set, which is a set that I got for my Christmas that I still haven't built. thing is, it's one that I build. It's not one that I'm going to be taking apart afterwards. But the next set actually I might build that I will take apart afterwards is probably the land speeder. That should come in tomorrow or the next day. Right, 17 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17. Awesome. In you go. And one of those. Okay. 2 of them. The table is clearing. One, 2. One, 2. You go in there. Where's the other one of these? Oh, there you are, hiding. Yeah, Christmas build. Maybe I'll do it for Christmas, but yeah. I think I'll do the land speeder next. But that's a set that I will be parting out afterwards. I have no desire in keeping Star Wars sets like that on display. Oh, we're on to white. 2 jumper plates. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, don't drop it. One of them. Yeah, that's gonna be the whole set in one bag to pick out from. It's not the most efficient way, but the way I look at it, it's the most space efficient way of adding stuff to my store. Yes, it does take a bit longer to pick, but it gets easier as the thing gets picked right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. 8, 9. Oh, none of these have TNT on them? No, they're the ones. That's 2 of TNT. How big is it? 1 by 6. Quite a lot of different white parts in this set. 2 by 4. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely doesn't take long now to find the elements. 1, 2. I might put that in there. That one. 1. 6 by 8. It's gonna be that one. Yep. 2 by 2. 1, 2. In you go there. 1, 2, 3. I predicted 11:15. I think I'll be quite close to that. 1 by 6. Oh, there's a 1 by 5 here. I hadn't even noticed that. Not seen those often. 2 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1x10. One by 6, 1, 2. And yeah, here's a 1x5, 2 of those. We're still quite a bit because there's probably not many of them, and then 4 of these in white. Then we just got the yellow left. I don't bag in color now, so this is for the used sets. I bag the whole set in one thing. I don't consolidate lots when it comes to used. It's just I bag them by set. It's a easy way for me then to know what sets parts sell well and which ones don't. I used to do by color, and I will tell you it's a nightmare. But then I start moving over to by parts, by part type, and that's definitely the better way. 1, 2, because when you have a whole bag of black, let me tell you, trying to find a piece, small one is not easy if they're all black. So we've got 1, 2, and then 3 of the other one. That's right. So we've got that. I've got that. And we've got the entire thing on here. Let me just update the pricing because I'm not sure if I adjusted it. So this whole entire set fits in here. Alright, and then just pricing. Yeah, call it by set for nah, don't bother. It doesn't actually, you'll be surprised, it doesn't take me too long to pick because I deliberately choose big bags so I can move it quite a bit around, and as I said, the small pieces are in a separate bag. So if I've got a small element to find, I just pick out this bag, and then again I can find it quite quickly. And the more items I sell, the easier it gets to go through the bag, right? So I've got a bag that's pretty full, 2 bags pretty full from the New Year Ice Festival. Those take a bit longer to pick, but I still doesn't take me too long, so it's not too bad. So those are going to go in the box in a minute. Let me just upload. So again, not consolidating this. Probably not a high value added, but again, different lot count. So that's quite a lot of things that we added there. Next thing on my to-do list is add the Muppets minifigures to eBay and to bricklink. So I'll be doing that offline, but yeah, let me just switch the view. That was Lego group therapy. So yeah, it's quite nice and therapeutic to do a bit of Lego. As I said, these sessions are either on me parting out, or me building Lego, or me sorting some sort of Lego. Just making sure that I'm available for anyone who's got any questions or just wants to have a chat. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful evening all. I will be back tomorrow with Friday Lego deals. And yeah, see you then. Bye for now.